I wanted to speak with everyone this weekend and leave a couple references on our Facebook page for exploring vocal posture. So we'll start with modern RP, which most of you are exploring. If we remember that we have a slight tensing of the buccinators, that's going to be these muscles here, right? The selfie muscles, right? Our duck face muscles, as we say, tensing down. In a higher or upper RP, it's going to be quite tense, as in a stiff upper lip, right? But for most of us, it's just going to be a little bit of buccinator tension. The next thing we have is a bit of lip corner retraction, which is just our lip corners pulling back slightly towards our ears, I guess. Great. These two actions really help the resonance move up through the mask of the face, up through the third eye, the cheekbones, and the nose. We want that nice, bright action of resonance because that's what's going to help our audience understand what we're saying. Right? Great. The lips are going to be facile and precise, as is the tip of the tongue. It's really ready to move around and do its own gymnastics inside the mouth, which is going to help us find some of that articulation that sounds very, very British. The soft palate, way in the back of the mouth, is raised in modern RP. So if you remember, we take that robin's egg, we place it on the center of the tongue, and we inhale through the mouth to find that nice, high, soft palate in the back of the mouth. So that's a bit on vocal posture. I'd also like to speak to prosody quite briefly, which I explain is the music of the accent, right? And it can be broken down in three ways. We want to look at it as volume, right? So we might have a soft volume, probably not for the theatre, but we might have a loud volume, and that can still be quite British. It's also tempo. We can explore that in a number of ways. We can say tempo, quite articulate. We can say tempo, right? And really let it run all over the place, which Brits tend to do a lot. Really slowing down for emphasis and then speeding up when they're sort of, finding their groove or getting to the point. The last thing is pitch, right? So we can find a higher pitch, certainly, or a lower pitch in any of these accents, and whatever fits your character is probably where you'll want to live. But note that most Brits who speak in RP are going to play up and down their registers quite a bit because it makes the communication all that more effective. So I hope that helps with prosody and vocal posture. Just check in with it every day. Also, I wanted to just revisit some of the lexical sets that we talked about. Talk would be in the thought lexical set, right? As would words like awkward and pall, paused. Always finding that nice, tight rounding around those words. The other one that we addressed, I think, the other day was lot. It's going to be a bit taller, but there is still that lip corner protrusion. If we didn't have that lip corner protrusion, it would be our most open back vowel, R, as in calm father, right? Daughter, dancing. But, daughter, dancing, excuse me. But since we do have that rounding, it sounds a little more like a O sound. Lot, proper, copper, part, right? Tom. And then I think we also looked at price, ice, fine, lightly. We want to really let our jaw drop open on this one, more than most Americans do. We more move towards the E as the second part of that diphthong. Price, right? Where in RP it's going to move towards I as the second part of the diphthong, which is helped by really opening your mouth and letting it be sort of soft and square. Price, find, high, and mighty. That's all for now. I hope this helps.